when I got on stage, I knew I didn't want to work days. My mom owned a bar, and her days were free, and I loved her lifestyle. She worked from 8 to 3, and that was a great lifestyle.
Yeah, right.
She went there in the daytime. She looked at the receipts. She talked to a few people, and then she was on her way to a Met game, getting fucking lit, go home, cook dinner, we eat dinner, abandon ship, go to the bar, work until 3. I always knew I was not going to get a day job. It just wasn't going to work. I tried the bartending. Who the fuck wants to bartend? You want to be on the other side of the bar, drinking for free.
There's no better job. You know, Alex, I mentioned Alex earlier. The reason he decided to go into stand-up was he was working as a bartender at the club, and he had to go do something at the condo, and the guys were at the pool on a Wednesday, and just floating there chatting up to chicks, and and he was like, that's what I want to do. I want to lay by the pool on a Wednesday, not get up and drive someplace.
Fuck no.
And
I was a failure. I knew it wasn't going to work, Ron White.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to work. Let me ask you this. I know it's an offsetting question. That guy that talked you into going down there, you still communicate with him?
Yeah, Sam.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, no. Sam's a great guy. I always thought he'd be a horrible salesman, and he was like way better than me, and I was pretty good. And I bought him a bicycle. He liked cross country bicycling, and he had this big, part of a big, group of people that did it, and so I bought him the most ridiculous bicycle ever. And then I bailed him out of jail a couple times. So yeah, we stay in contact. And he usually when I play, he still lives around where he used to, same house. So whenever I play in Fort Worth or Dallas or whatever, he always comes out to shows.
The first guy that ever mentioned stand-up to me, I was working at Hollister Chrysler Plymouth, snorting coke 7 days a week. Making $7-8 grand a month selling cars, out there with a suit on, thinking you're fucking John Gotti. But I was snorting all night, every night till 6. Then I went over to Bill Crouch Subaru, and like the third day, there was a new manager there, and we actually bumped fucking heads. Like it was like, fuck you, I do it this way. And he's like, fuck you, I do it this way. And this guy got in my face, and I got in his face. And like 2 days later, we got broken up that night. And 2 days later, I'm outside waiting for a customer, and this crazy fuck comes up to me and goes, hey, man, I don't know what happened between us the other day, nor do I care. I know you maybe not like you. I'm not too crazy about you. He goes, but for 10 years of my life, I was an assistant to an entertainment director in Vegas. And he goes, I'll tell you something. You don't need to be selling cars. You could be a stand-up comic. I'm like, go fuck yourself. You just called me a fucking loser 2 days ago. Now you're telling me I could be a stand-up comic.
You can be a stand-up comic and a loser also.
Yeah, at the same time.
I've seen it happen.
No, please.
I've done it.
So it's those, I never know. I always sit there for nights thinking about what his name is, and I would love to see him and give him a hug and go, you were fucking right. That was the first. Then other people came along and said different things.
Nudged you in that direction.